Today we'll talk about divisibility and factors. Divisibility and factors. Divisible. What does that mean? Okay, we have an integer is divisible by another if the remainder, oops, forgot my R. If the remainder is 0 when you divide. So don't write this, but this is just an example. Again, don't write this. Is 25 divisible by 3? So in other words, is 25 divisible by 3? Top number goes in the box, and you can see that what happens is we have 3 times 8 is 24, and we have a remainder of 1. We have a remainder of 1. So no, the answer is no. It's not divisible by 3 because we have a remainder of 1. If we have a remainder of 0, then it's divisible by 3. Okay, again, don't write this down. Just look at this quick example. If we have the number 24, we know that one time, these are all multiples that add up to 20, multiplied up to 24. 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6. Okay, they all will equal 24. They call these numbers factors. These are factors of 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. They're all factors of 24. But 24 is divisible by these factors. 24 is divisible by 1, it's divisible by 2, 3, etc. So those are the two terms. We have divisible and we have the word factors. It's just kind of going, they're almost saying the same thing. It's kind of going two different ways. Divisible, we're talking about the big numbers divisible by another one. Factors, we're saying that, well, these smaller numbers go in to the larger number. Okay, now let's look at some divisibility rules. We can determine if a small number goes into a larger number simply by following some rules. Okay, we're going to look at the rules for 3 and 9. 3 and 9. And the key here is that what we want to do is we want to add the digits. Okay, don't write this, but just take a look at this, see if you can detect the pattern. I wrote the multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, etc. Now, take a look at this. We have 3, 6, 9, 12. Now, watch what happens. If I add these together, 1 and 2, those digits, 1 and 2, that gives me 3. If I add 1 and 5, that gives me 6. If I add 1 plus 8, that gives me 9. Hey, are you seeing a pattern here? 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9. Next, if I add this, 2 plus 1, 3. 2 plus 4, 6. 2 plus 7, 2 plus 7, 9. 3 plus 0, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 3 plus 6, 9. Okay, so do you notice that if we add the digits, they always end in either a 3, 6, or 9. 3 will go into that number. That's how we detect if 3 will go into a number. Another example, is 3 a factor of this? Is this number divisible by 3? Watch how I do this. Don't write it down. I'm going to add the digits. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 7 is 15. Now if I add 1 and 5, 1 and 5 equals 6. Yeah, 3 will go into 447. It will go into there. Because if I add it up, the sum equals 6. So the rule is a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits equals 3, 6, or 9. If the sum of the digits equals 3, 6, or 9. Let's put an example of number here, 813. 813. So if I add the digits, 8, 9, and 3, that equals 12. Now I add those digits. 1 plus 2 equals 3. So the answer is yes. Yes, 813 is divisible by 3. 3 is a factor of 813. 3 will go into 813 with no remainders. Okay, let's take a look at a pattern for 9. Don't write this right now, but watch how I do this. If I number 0 through 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I number my paper down to 9, and then I go back up, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you notice that these are all the multiples of 9. Right? 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. These are all multiples of 9. The other thing that's interesting about this is if I add the digits, 1 plus 8, that's 9. 2 plus 7, that's 9. 3 plus 6, 9. 4 and 5, 9. 5 and 4, 9. 6 and 3, 9. 7 and 2, that's also 9. 8 and 1 is also 9. 9 and 0 is also 9. So you notice that if you add the digits, it has to add, if it adds up to 9, 9 will go into that number. 9 will go into that. That number is divisible by 9. 9 is a factor of the number. So the rules for 9 are pretty much like 3, except if the sum of digits equals 9, then 9 will go into it. If the sum of digits equals 9. So let's take the large number like 4,158. Will 9 go into that evenly? Is this number divisible by 9? So what I'll do is I'll add them up. 4 and 1 is 5. 5 and 5 is 10. 10 and 8 is 18. And then 1 plus 8? 1 plus 8 is 9. So the answer is yes. This number, 4,158, is divisible by 9. 9 is a factor of this number. Let's try another number like 269. So if I add that together, 2 and 6 is 8. 8 and 9 is 17. Then I add 1 and 7. 1 and 7 equals 8. So the answer is no. No, 9 does not go into 269. Not evenly. So 9 is not a factor of this. This number is not divisible by 9. Okay, so for 3 and 9, we added the digits to see if the number is divisible by 3 or 9. Now, if we're going to look at 2, 5, and 10, you look at the last digit. You look at the last digit. And the rules for 2 is that you look at the very last digit of the number, and if it ends with a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, if the last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, then 2 is divisible by 2. If it ends with a 0 or 5, then 5 will go into it. And of course, 10 will go into a number if it ends with a 0. 10 is a factor if it ends with a 0.